Yes, we are back. Back again in Train Sim World 6. Back again to do another route. This time one of the new ones, because we've only done one of them so far, and that was the Riviera Line. This time it's on to Leipzig to Dresden. Or Dresden to Leipzig. I just don't know. We'll find out. That's the plan. A 4-line run in this, and then maybe see what else we can do. Next time will be the American one. Just, spoiler. If you're watching this on YouTube, hello, howdy, how you doing? This is going out on a Saturday because that's when it's going out. There'll be links in the doobly-doo below to wake. That was a word. Links with the doobly-doo. Hang on, I'm just going to be interrupted. Bear with me.
Evening, Steve. Hopefully you all had a great time away.
We did. Thank you, Daz, but you interrupted me slightly. 40 months. Thank you. Links in the doobly-doo below to where you can watch me live on Twitch, to where you can get Train Sim World 6, and to where you can join the Discord server and ridicule me. Good evening then to Trent, to Nigel. I say, the name's Nigel, don't you know? To McBonio, to Nico, to Semicolon, to Sim, and to Daz. Thank you. So yes, Leipzig, Dresden, Dresden, Leipzig. I've just tried it to make sure I can get the train to move. Hello, Trent's mum. And I can, and I already got confused by the German announcer. So we'll find that out in a second, shall we? Let's choose a route. Let's do Leipzig to Dresden. Hi, Stokey. And we will go the Talent 2. And we will do... let's do Leipzig to Dresden, because, well, that makes sense, doesn't it? Hour and a half, or 1 hour 34 minutes, if you're being precise. Take your bets now as to how long it's going to take me. Date is at 8. I'm recording this. So let's click go. Tomorrow, or next time on YouTube, that one, the American one. I'm kind of looking forward to that one. I'm looking forward to this one. Could this be the hat trick? Not a trick with hats, but the hat trick. Could all 3 routes for Train Sim World 6 be good ones? So far, I've only focused on the Riviera Line, which, well, just is. And yeah, full release tomorrow for those that haven't done the pre-order. Let's pop my key in. The reverser into forward. Helpful. Doors are on... We're going to go with the left because, well, that makes sense, really. And they're opening. Doors opening. Okay, so stopping at some places. Those places are Leipzig, Engelsdorf, Borsdorf, Wurzen. I'm pronouncing these all wrong. Kuren, Dahlen, Oschatz, nope, Reiser, Globitz, Nuntritz, Preiswitz, Niederau, Ebola, Coswig, Radibul, Dresden Neustadt, Dresden Mitte, Dresden Hauptbahnhof. So some places. You have to charge the brakes. No, hopefully not. I just did a trial run. I got the train to move. How many YouTube subscribers will my Train Sim World videos cost you? I lost a couple today. I'm changing the way things go on YouTube. You will see what's happening this coming Saturday. More cheese, gold globits. Collins also 26. Right, so some places. We will get confused by the announcer when we depart. Hopefully, because I was. I could have taken the diesel one, couldn't I? We'll see if we can do the diesel one after this 4-line run. That made a noise. Okay, doors closing. 6.6k to Leipzig. Let's release the brakes. Apply some power. And hopefully that means we get moving. Which we do. You ready for the announcer?
Sehr geehrte Reisende, herzlich willkommen im Zug ERE50 nach Dresden Hauptbahnhof. Wir wünschen Ihnen eine angenehme Reise. Nächste Station Leipzig-Engelsdorf. Ausstieg in Fahrtrichtung rechts.
Well, I got the next station was the Leipzig-Engelsdorf, and the doors open on the right. I got that bit with my, fluent German. You did the ice run on this, too long between stops. Yeah, that's why I like the short commutery ones. So 6.4 of the Ks. Oh no, I'm not turning on SIFA. No, not happening. Because it's German safety systems and they're confusing. I think this train's actually going to be better with my keyboard rather than using my throttles, rather oddly. Finer control. Oh, although fine, I'll do that. Hang on, I'm just going to regain control of the keyboard. There we go. Wouldn't want to make himself look unprofessional. Exactly. Forever the professional. So yes, hopefully I've sorted, so I'd finished. Sorted out my stuttering, which seemed to be a DirectX issue. So I can recommend, if anyone's watching this on PC and you've got an AMD graphics card, run this in DirectX 12 and you will find it smooth. It is my recommendation. No, or my recommendation. It's one of those. Right, lots of powers. Plus, if you've noticed it not be smooth, just put a -DX12 in the start options in Steam. Obviously, it's the first time I've done this line, so you are going to get a little bit of loading in shadery stuff. But it then shouldn't be as bad as it was on the other one. Where in Steam? Right click on the game, go to properties, and it says start options, I think. Right, so I wonder if we'll get another announcement. I've yet to go as far as a stop on this route. I've been wanting to save it. So we got an announcement when we started, which was telling us what the next stop was. I think it told us our destination. So I wonder if we'll now get another announcement as we get closer to tell us that there's a stop coming. I've also... Oh no, there wasn't a red. It's okay. So why aren't we stopping at these stops then? So it's not a full stopping service. Okay, so we've got less than 2 of the kilometres to go. Doesn't seem that busy currently. We are early in the morning, I suppose, departing Leipzig.
Nächste Station Leipzig-Engelsdorf. Ausstieg in Fahrtrichtung rechts.
We're not going to be stopped. It's not happening. We just carry on to the next one. The next one will be fine. No one wanted to get off or on there. It's okay. It's fine. We just carry on to Borsdorf. There's no way in here the train would have got on that platform. Okay, now I know how bad the brakes are. I think starting to brake a little.
Sehr geehrte Reisende, herzlich willkommen im Zug ERE 50 nach Dresden. Hauptbahnhof. Wir wünschen Ihnen eine angenehme Reise. Nächste Station, Borsdorf. Ausstieg in Fahrtrichtung rechts.
Right, doors on the right. The next station we might be stopping at is Borsdorf. I'm an hour late, so I'm making up time. Yeah. This is an LNER service going to Edinburgh. He's apologising for not stopping there. Hi, Michael. Yeah, I now know how bad the brakes are on this thing, so we'll try slowing down a little bit earlier. That first station, you know, it was a test. It's fine. It's going to be fine. I'm sure if people want to go back to that other station, they can just, you know, get the next train going the other way. It'll be all right. Their ticket will be valid. Just say I was driving. Are you departing from platform 1? Are you departing from platform 1? Are you departing from platform... no, Trent. Uh-oh, braking. Speed limit change. Can we get down to 80 quick enough? Oh, now the brakes want to work. I don't need them to work, although we do need to work.
Nächste Station, Borsdorf. Ausstieg in Fahrtrichtung rechts.
It was like someone's squeezing a duck.
Good evening, Steve. I don't know that one.
What? Was I talking to you? No! Shut up! Whoa! Who woke you up? Do you honestly expect anything else? Professionalism at its finest. Not to be found here. Alexa doesn't know how to squeeze a duck. Yeah. Duck squeezing. Well, we've got 2 minutes to kill here now because, well, someone failed to, you know, stop at the last station. Did they work? There we go. Right. So you know exactly that. You know what that means. I can't get around the chat. So you've got this ambient noise now in Train Sim World 6. Of people talking. Baldy! Your legs seem to be through the table a little bit. I don't think that's going to be very comfortable. And okay, I think there might be an issue with either the height of the seats or the height of the... yes. That's a problem. So with the AI sitting too tall... See, no, I'm not looking up her skirt. Yeah. So either they're sitting too tall, or it can't be the window height. Yeah, and these are in the tables. It must be that the chairs are too tall. I need to have the legs bent a little bit more. Okay. That's fine. Minor inconvenience. That looks cozy. Can you crouch to see if they float? No. Okay, it's fine. We just ignore them. It's okay. Does that make a slamming noise before it actually shut? That's a bit out. It's making noise in the future. Right. You can expect some niggles. It's not quite full release yet. There may be a day one update. Right, so 30 seconds to go. On to the next one. So yeah, I like the fact it's an hour and 34-minute run. The Morristown one that we're going to do tomorrow is similar. So an hour and 35, hour and 40-minute run in America. I'm liking that we've got these longer runs. Is this a shape of things to come? It's pronounced Nigel, not Niggle. Oh, I see. So it's the fact that it takes a while. Which side's the door? Right. It takes a while for sound to travel. Right. Wurzen. I have the combine harvester. Oh, I used my throttles, didn't I? Oh, balls. Hang on. Bear with me.
Sehr geehrte Reisende,
There we go.
herzlich willkommen im Zug E50 nach Dresden Hauptbahnhof. Wir wünschen Ihnen eine angenehme Reise. Nächste Station Wurzen. Ausstieg in Fahrtrichtung rechts.
Right, so doors on the right, and next station is Wurzen. I like that. I like the announcers. That's quite good. We approve. Oh god, we got 200 kilometre an hour run now. Okay, power. I don't think this thing's going to go. We got speed on these things, being the Germans. Oh, 160 kilometres an hour is our maximum. We'll see about that. That's if I stop there. Look, you make one stopping issue and then you get tarnished. I was showing you, the people, how bad the brakes are, so when you do it, you know that you've got to brake in advance. It's called educational. There you go. That's what it is. I was doing it on purpose to show you how bad the brakes were. There. Of course I can brake. I'm a professional at this. Of course I could brake on time. It just pre-warns you. Yeah, it's... It's a multi-part series. It started 10 years ago. Educational or being a dimwit. Well, that's not very nice, is it? Right, 11 of the K's to Wurzen. It will be feet. Reet. It can have sand feet. It was on a beach on... No, we didn't actually go on the beach, did we? I was near a beach on Friday and Saturday. Multi-beach time away. Happy feet. Never seen that. That's the Penguins one, isn't it? I don't know how chocolate bars can dance, but other chocolate bars are available. So I'm liking this already because we got a little bit of distance between a couple of the stations. Musical Tim Tams. They're featuring in the Australian renovation show that I watch. They're one of the sponsors. So someone gets a perfect score for their room, they get $10,000 courtesy of Arnott's, and they get some Tim Tams. Hello, fellow train. Ice, ice, baby. Tim Tams are so expensive here, though, aren't they? I'm guessing they've got to come all the way from Australia, mate. Or are they made under license here? Does anybody know? Has anybody got any? Are they actually made in Australia and shipped over? Or are they just made here by someone else? Kangaroo puts them in their pouch and hops it over. You do realise there's some water between, you know, us and Australia. I'm not sure if you're aware. Or can kangaroos swim? We had the discussion at the weekend about cows being able to go downstairs. Can kangaroos swim? Arnott's chocolate Tim Tams available in the UK here. No, Tim Tams are not made in the UK. They are manufactured in Australia by Arnott's, Australia's largest biscuit manufacturer. They were designed to withstand Australia's high temperatures and are known as Australia's favourite cookie. I don't know what that was supposed to be. I think an Australian having some sort of medical issue. See, why aren't we stopping at That was Australian Tony. When did Paul Hogan arrive? That's not a knife. That's a knife. A Camp Australian. That's my tent. Get out my tent, mate. No, I'm not going to do Australians. I got enough going on. I was translating. Where were we? I was on the way to somewhere at the weekend on a train. And there was someone having a phone call behind. It wasn't in English. And I was offering translation services. Apparently she was having an affair. Who knew? Okay, should I start braking now? Because we've got a 60 coming up. That's quite a lot less than the speed we're currently doing. I wasn't really paying attention to the speed limits. Shocker. Okay, we're now slowlying as we approach Wurz. Well, there is just no end, or does it start? It's one of those, to my talents. I wonder if security... That poor guy, security guard on Cleethorpes Station, on his own, wandering around. He was helpful, in all fairness. But, my God, that's a job. Right, doors on the right. Please be yourself tonight. You had enough of your silliness over the weekend. I was well behaved this weekend, I'll have you know. I'm surprised Tiger's still around. I thought I was going down that track there then. But no, that's the wrong track. Okay, we're a minute late. It's fine. Everything's back to normal. Normal service resumed. Hey. Now then, now then, now... I mean, you can't say that anymore, can you? That's not a bad bit of stopping. Why is that train silver? Is that silver? It looks silver. I'm going to fly over there. I just crashed into a light. Bear with me. Bahn-Mitteldeutschland. It's very posh, isn't it? I prefer that colour scheme over this one. Oh, locked doors. That's me. That side. Same colour as my hair. I kept telling everybody I look like George Clooney. You wouldn't believe me. Oh. I feel positively thin now.
Sehr geehrte Reisende, herzlich willkommen im Zug EE50 nach Dresden. Hauptbahnhof. Wir wünschen Ihnen eine angenehme Reise. Nächste Station, Küren. Ausstieg in Fahrtrichtung rechts.
It did. I don't like having photos of myself made public. The same as I wouldn't have done for anybody else. So that's why. Anyway, that's the only reason I removed it. It's Postman Pat. Finished delivering his letters for the day. Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat, and his black and white cat. I have to work out how to do horns on the farm again, I think. Right, so we got 6 kilometres to go. Postman Pat does wear blue. Yes, but you had a Royal Mail fleece on. Therefore, you're a postman. Therefore, Postman Pat. Was I Mrs. Goggins? Not quite. Because, you know, we're us being a caring community, we wouldn't even think about giving someone a nickname the second we saw them. I think I even referenced him as being Postman Pat before we'd even met him. Right, full power. 4.8 of the Ks. Mrs. Goggins is Amy Lou. So yeah, I'm already liking that there is a bit of distance between stations. No one knows what the difference is between kilometres and miles. But it's some of them. It's 4 of them, in fact. Well, less than that now. I haven't seen many other trains, though. We have got passed by an Ice Baby. We got had that silver thing back in the platform over there. I wonder if it's just one of those German routes where the frequency isn't that high. Hi, Pops. So yeah, I've got to rejudge my braking distances. Normally in the UK ones, I'll start slowing down about a mile. But being this is in all metricness, I shall start slowing down now. Miles is usually a person, kilometres, well, you could have, there could be someone called kilometre or kilometre, depending how you pronounce it. I know the maths, I'm joking. 100 Ks is like 60 miles an hour roughly. That's the easiest one to remember. And then work out by divisions of that. Braking. Braking is happening. There's definitely some braking going on. And, oh, hang on, we're roughly on time. That can't be right. Door is opening on the right-hand side of the train. So a few stops down. We've got Darlin. All right, Darlin. Oh, Schatz. Reiser. Oh, Glarbits. Nunchucks. Elvis Presley. Niederau. Ebola. Wig costume. Bowl of rats. Dresden Neustadt, Dresden Mitte, and Dresden Hauptbahnhof to go. That's a German train on timed. Yeah, I didn't actually go on any Deutsche Bahn services. Right, Darlin. All right, Darlin. It's coming up next in 10 kilometers. We shall shortly have an announcement telling us in German where we're going next. Are you ready?
Sehr geehrte Reisende, herzlich willkommen im Zug EE50 nach Dresden Hauptbahnhof. Wir wünschen Ihnen eine angenehme Reise. Nächste Station Dahlen. Ausstieg in Fahrtrichtung rechts.
See, look, nicely timed. How many times have I got to tell you lot? I am a professional. You just don't believe me. And when I do something that is slightly professional and lucky, I get ridiculed. Professional nutcase. Everyone's a fruit and nutcase. compared to Sunday's trains. Yeah, oh, exactly. Yeah, Colin, yeah, definitely. I wonder why I get ridiculed. It's not deserved. It's this pretense. You know, as those who are there on the weekend will ascertain, I am nothing like this in real life. This is an act I put on online. To be honest, I think Tiger was actually surprised that we are exactly the same online as to how we are offline. It doesn't change. The conversations, the randomness, the ridicule, it just carries on. Tomorrow night, by the way, back with more Train Sim World 6. This time I'm going to be doing the Morristown route, which is the American one. Doing a 4-line run in that. Looking forward to that one. Like watching a stream, but not, yeah. Wednesday, water park simulator. My plan today was to try and see how that works with Twitch integration, but when I streamed, so that didn't happen. That's Wednesday though. Thursday, more farming. Can be back on the farm doing the farming type thing. Friday night is bingo. Saturday, more farming because no one wanted to do trucking. And then Sunday lunchtime then won't be farming, but will be something. I may even have a bob about in a boat. We will see. Thank you, Chef Lad. Alright, so 3.5 of the distances things, kilojoules, megawatts, whatever the thing is. Some of those is the distance we've got to go between us and the place down there. Don't sick the boat. Sip punk. Is Michael having? Is it your fat fingers, Michael? Are you having some sort of keyboard to hand? There you go. It took 3 attempts. Yeah, if you're corrected by Trent, it's not a good sign, really, is it? Okay, didn't quite need to go full brakes, but some brakes. Braking, less braking. More braking. Or less braking. Some braking. And normal service resumed. We are about a minute late. If you're new to the streams, by the way, hello, welcome. Don't be afraid of chatting. You can say hello in the chat. They won't bite. Well, you might get licked by a couple of them, but it's fine. They're harmless. Hello. See, they can't even spell hello. It all starts with hello, you. Michael looks like he's eaten a few people. Who says we're harmless? Well, there is that. I'd like that'd be a good one to. No, I've got rid of the rooms, haven't I? Right. Anyway, let's go. Right. Oh, Schatz is the next stop.
Sehr geehrte Reisende, herzlich willkommen im Zug RE50 nach Dresden Hauptbahnhof. Wir wünschen Ihnen eine angenehme Reise. Nächste Station Oschatz. Ausstieg in Fahrtrichtung rechts.
Why was that over on the left? What happened there? Is the guy reading the thing out actually in the cab with me? He's just gone over there on the left. Exactly, Nigel. Yeah. Yeah. So, Schatz is next, 8.3. I am liking this route. Could this be 2 for 2 on new routes for Train Sim World 6? Riviera Line, very good. We'll be going back to the Riviera Line next Tuesday. Because obviously we've got the HST stuff we can do. And have a look at the scenarios. Oh, that's what it was in German. We apologise for the late running of the train. The driver isn't very good. I got the very good, sehr gut. Yeah. Oh, speeding. Some speeding's happening. A little bit of speeding. It's fine. So I've not experienced German railways. I've experienced Belgian railway. That was quite good. On time? Yeah, I want to say on time. German railway, you're lucky if it turns up on you. Or is, it's not three days late. I thought the Germans were an efficient bunch. There were comments like that at the station when trains are coming through that, I was getting ridiculed. That, I'd start braking about now as the train comes through at full speed. Again, this reputation that I have. There's no proof anywhere that I've run a red or overshot a platform or, failed to stop at a platform. Or stat a train engine, indeed. Exactly. The train might stop at the next station. It might not. Who knows? Even the driver. I don't know why I've slowed down. Why have I slowed down? I'll speed up again. Stat. Or I'll say stat again. Right, oh no, we got an 80 coming up. In that case, I'll slow down again then. Strat. We're on to guitar talk now, are we? You've said strat again. Start. Is Trent broken? Have we broken Trent this weekend? Trent needs a software update. You're trying to Drivy. Ah, okay. You experienced that NNR train in York that went from diesel to overhead. Yeah, I've been on the IETs when they do that.
Nächste Station Oschatz. Ausstieg in Fahrtrichtung rechts.
Right, doors open on the right. Why haven't we had these announcements before? Why is something as simple as an announcement make such a big difference to this? I know we had them on the Blackpool branches that you can do yourself. But it is, they just make such a difference. Hopefully they'll all work on the Riviera line now. I did have an update this morning. It'd be nice if they work fully on the IET. IET? Yeah, IET. No. Yeah. This doesn't tell you all the stops though, or don't they do that in Germany? Yeah, cross country does. The Voyager. That does. Yeah, so they don't give you a full rundown of all the stations to come. Or unless they don't do that in Germany. Have we got a... is there a thing? Let's go have a look, see if there's a thing. That's just saying we're at Dresden. No, we're not. That's where we're going. So it's the RE50. Oh, that's what he's saying at the beginning. It's the service number, the RE50 to Dresden Bahnhof. That's where we're going. All right, have we got his audio back in sync? No. It's fine. It's okay. What's up, Duck? I was thinking of... Oh, what was his name? Biggie. What's up, Buck? That one. Anyway. Right, 13...
Sehr geehrte Reisende, herzlich willkommen im Zug E50 nach Dresden Hauptbahnhof. Wir wünschen Ihnen eine angenehme Reise. Nächste Station, Riesa. Ausstieg in Fahrtrichtung links.
Right, doors on the left this time. At Riesa. Porky Pig. No, was it Buck Rogers in the 25th century? Yeah, there you go. Little robot thing. Oh, for those of you, by the way, that have been keeping up with our baking, you will be getting the next step at the end of the stream. Hopefully, you're all baking along. Why did I start that? Hope you've written down steps 1, 2, and 3. Oh, you haven't been around, have you, Nico? You missed that. You have to go back and watch the end bits of the last 3 streams. Everyone's burnt everything. Well, you shouldn't put it in the oven yet. We haven't got to putting it in the oven. How to make batter. I expect a YouTube video of me cooking along. Just because I cleaned my kitchen on whatever day it was. Thursday? I've lost track of completely. Monday today, isn't it? Thursday? No. Yes. No, that's not how you spell rhyming. Hopefully that's what Trent was trying to spell. No, that's not how you spell rhyming either. Can no one in this community spell? You're thinking of Ryman's, the stationery people. There you go. That's ring ring. Ring ring. Ring ring. Ring ring. Phone Trent. Can you get the phone? My geography teacher coat did go with me on the weekend. It didn't get warm. I was wearing my new coat, which apparently I look like a salesman, which is good because that's what I used to be. And no, I didn't wear the new trainers either. I wanted comfort. So yeah, I'm liking this route, getting back to trains. Well, distance stops. I mean, I'm expected to wear my Royal Mail coat at all meetups. Yeah. Because that's your look. You are Postman Pat. Now, if I'm not going to plant this seed now, but if I was in your situation, I'd be on eBay looking at Royal Mail fleeces or Royal Mail badge or something, and I'd be putting that on at the next meetup. Hang on, Uber says I want to meet you again. I did like Trent's trainers, actually. Tiger was wearing boring trainers. Nico's trainers were squeaking. Michael's trainers gave up, I think, under all the weight. The shirt... Oh, God, that's brakes. Yep, very bright shirt. They're the only shoes you... We're not taking you trainer shopping like we had to last year in Sheffield. I was looking at more today. Leicester. Hey, it was close. I was working out what I was going to wear to work tomorrow and thought, comfort is a factor. Tiger, how much for a 6-pack of first class stamps? Right, and we come to Leipzig. So this is as far as the normal old Hauptstrecke, whatever it was, Reise Dresden got, was Reise. So the new one adds the bit we've just done.
Nächste Station, Riesa, Ausstieg in Fahrtrichtung links.
Door is opening on the left-hand side of the train. Don't try and get off the right-hand side, especially if the driver opens them accidentally, which has been known to happen. What? No, because that's the sort of stupid thing you do, Michael. At least you've seen another train now. Braking. That was some announcements. Some announcements are made. I think we get more announcements. It'd be interesting to see the American one, because the UK one, obviously we're getting more platform announcements than we are on this. But I like the train announcements on this. I wonder what the American one's going to be like tomorrow. We'll find out tomorrow. Wait until 8:45 and 0 seconds. That's now. Door is closing. Oh, Glarbets is next. So yeah, so that sort of 45 minutes we've done is the extra bit on top of the old line.
Herzlich willkommen im Zug ERE 50 nach Dresden Hauptbahnhof. Wir wünschen Ihnen eine angenehme Nächste Station, Glaubitz. Ausstieg in Fahrtrichtung rechts.
Glaubitz. What if the trapdoor was translated into German? Oh, Glaubitz. I would like to see more of what they've done here. I think a few people complained that is all they've done is extended an existing route. I'd actually like to see more of that. You know, extend some other routes. First one that springs to mind for me, obviously, is Great Western Express. Even extending that to Didcot, or Didcot and then up to Oxford would be quite good, because there's Oxford to Paddington services to be interesting. Exactly, did the same at Long Island Railroad, yeah. So, yeah, I quite like that as an idea. Yeah, so they've added on about another 40 minutes. So you could get to, you wouldn't get Reading to Swindon. It's about that, isn't it? But there's as much as Swindon would be good, it's not really a destination station, is it? What the one you'd want if you were doing Great Western Express would either be Bristol or Oxford, because a lot of services go in and out of Oxford, and there's a couple of little stops north of Didcot. Where else could you extend? What other UK ones could you extend? Also, we know we get an extension to the Overground, the Mildmay. Well, London to Brighton, that's full run. The one that goes down the bottom from Brighton, that's a full line, isn't it? Yeah, West Coast Main Line. Well, the only bit of that we're not going to have, pretty much, is going to be Milton Keynes to Birmingham. Extend Southeastern High Speed to Paris. Yeah, I think that's ever going to happen. I'd personally like to see maybe as far as Lille, because that's just the other side of the tunnel, and then you can have Eurostar, so you could do Eurostar to Lille, so that's about an hour, probably just over, because it's half an hour to the tunnel, isn't it? Half an hour through the tunnel. And the tunnel's easy to model, isn't it? It's just copy and paste. And then you could also then have shuttle services going through the tunnel. So freight, for people like freight, just do the figure of 8 through the tunnel, round, back through the tunnel. So you've already got the line on Southeastern High Speed. Oh yeah, there is Eastbourne to Hastings. Yeah, there's a few that just an extension would make a lot of difference to the route. The Scotland ones are fine. Class 150 stalls far too much. Yeah, I'd turn those off. It's got a 5 circle, that's complete. Got Edinburgh to Glasgow, that's complete. You've got the Cathcart circle, that's complete. Birmingham Cross City is... You could do more routes in Birmingham, I suppose. You can add another line. So yeah, so you can add more, like they're doing in London. I hope we get all of the overgrounds in London. That'd be good. We've only got 2 to go, I think. And what we want is it going all the way around as far as Clapham. I've now got to find
Sehr
the...
geehrte Reisende,
So
herzlich
Vipers.
willkommen im Zug ER50 nach Dresden. Hauptbahnhof. Wir wünschen Ihnen eine angenehme Reise. Nächste Station Nünnkritz. Ausstieg in Fahrtrichtung rechts.
Doors opening on the right when we get to Nünnkritz. So yeah, so people moaned about this just being an extended route, but it means it's an hour and 35-minute route now. So I wonder if this is pushing the limits. Is that where nuns live? It is. MTV Nun Cribs. Remember when that was a thing? MTV Cribs. Going around celebrity homes. No random faults with this train. I've turned them off because they just annoyed me on the Class 150 and then the Voyager, that the engine cut out and then you couldn't get it going again. Hopefully that's fixed now. I've got like the you'll get stopped for longer periods for reds and you'll get temporary speed limits. I've left that on because I quite like that.
Nächste Station Nünnkritz. Ausstieg in Fahrtrichtung rechts.
Doors on the right. And go from Aston through Witten onto Walsall. So I think Wolverhampton would be quite a good link. Or what's that one we went to that's got the multi-levels? That we seem to go for about 35 times. Obviously, eventually, well, if it's ever built. God, did I go through some on Friday? I think I must have crossed over or around HS2 about 10 times. Trying to get around Birmingham. So if that ever gets built, then you'll be able to put the new HS2 station in. I'll probably be long dead by the time that gets finished. You seem to be struggling to get off the train. Oh, you can stand there. Okay. That's fine. You just stand there and get wet. If you can get behind the hash line thing. Door is locking. Right, Priestvitz is next in 10 kilometres. So yeah, a few stations on this actually. I thought... oh, we got some wheel slip going on.
Sehr geehrte Reisende, herzlich willkommen im Zug ERE50 nach Dresden. Hauptbahnhof. Wir wünschen Ihnen eine angenehme Reise. Nächste Station Priestewitz. Ausstieg in Fahrtrichtung rechts.
Right, door on the right. Will there be any platform changes? God, I've never been to a station that had so many platform changes as Doncaster. Whether that was caused by the delays, the trains were coming in wrong, but blimey. First we had nuns, now we have priests. So they've got to keep them apart because, you know, a couple of sherries and they all get wild. Wheel slip at 80. That's normal. Just don't get the bishops, yeah. What's next? Choir boys? What, the group? And someone get hit by a train, yeah. Did you have to use platform 0? No. It's one of only... There's not many stations, is there, in the UK with a platform 0? There's an amount of them. Hello, we're on this track over here. It seems like we're now driving on the wrong side of the road. Why are we over here now? Oh, that's why. Because those tracks there end. Well, it's good to see I was paying attention. Not as stupid as Tiger looks. Train. That's a train. That's a train thing now. Train type thing. What's wrong with you? Wait, you really want me to? No. I'm going to be nice. In case you forget what a train looks like, yeah. I was being given lessons on how a train should stop on the platform. Again, I'm shocked and stunned at this image you portray of me as being inefficient. That tram driving thing, watch the video on YouTube. I could do that. I did spot. Was there a Birmingham team in that? Oh, we're not going to drive a tram. Oh, never been to Vienna before. Probably Birmingham team couldn't be asked. Just Edinburgh. So I wonder if those regionals. To be honest, that looks like something if you were there, because I'm guessing it's all just done in a day, isn't it? Or a couple of days maybe, because quite a lot going on. I think that would be hilarious to actually go and watch. It's a shame that next year is just the Europeans. The year after, the World Championships are being held in Melbourne. Yeah, regionals. Well, you can knock it down to one, yeah. I've been on the Birmingham, I've been on the London, I've been on the Manchester, I've been on the Nottingham for like 2 stops. Sheffield, isn't there, is the other one. And Edinburgh, so there's more than 5. Edinburgh, Sheffield, Nottingham, Birmingham, Manchester, London, Blackpool. That's not 5. You've been on the Melbourne. Start calling you Stokey the Second. Alright, we have a 60. Yeah, but you haven't been to Melbourne. Well, thanks. There's a lot of people that haven't been to Melbourne. The Blackpool one though, is there actually a network of trams in Blackpool, or do they just trundle up and down the seafront? Is it like Manchester? Do they go everywhere, or like every other city, or is it just that they just come out of a depot, go up and down the seafront, and go back in the depot? Not that I want to go back to Blackpool. They go places. Goes from Fleetwood to Stargate. Oh, that's a TV show. How can it go to a TV show? Stargate SG-1. Lytham St Anne's. Oh, that's where the Blackpool route goes. Fine. The door is on the platform. It counts. See? They managed to get off. That's a win. definitely getting a bit rainy. So we're not going to get time to do a 4-line run going back. Because this being so long. Niederau is next, another 9k. So they're about, what, 6 miles apart on average? Yeah, they are doing roadworks with a hammer called Jack.
Sehr geehrte Reisende, herzlich willkommen im Zug E50 nach Dresden Hauptbahnhof. Wir wünschen Ihnen eine angenehme Reise. Nächste Station Niederau. Ausstieg in Fahrtrichtung links.
Will slip then all the way up to 60. 12 miles. Oh, okay. Yeah, but the seafront's a chunk of that, I suppose. Yeah, I've got no interest in going back to Blackpool. I've done two, like, I'll say poor, but yeah, interesting seaside towns in the last few days. Actually, Cleethorpes was alright. I didn't mind Cleethorpes, although we did walk along the seafront, had some chips, got back on the train and left. We didn't really see Cleethorpes town centre. But yeah, Scarborough was very much on the lines of Torquay and, you know, Weston-super-Mare, you know, that sort of seaside town, although more so because of being in north. Yeah, so yeah, I didn't get to go on a pacer or to get to see a pacer. Maybe a trip to Nen Valley if I really do get the urge. But yeah, don't think I'll be rushing back to York. Not even, I won't even say 3 years' time. He did say all that's good in Cleethorpes is the chip shop, and it was pretty good. I'm going to do Trent's trick next time. It's definitely one of those. Walk up to a door. Yeah, everyone knows one of these people, right? Walk up to a door and open it for everybody else to go through. So you're the last one in, so you don't have to go to the bar. Therefore, you don't have to order anything. Therefore, you don't pay. First out the taxi, last to the bar. Yeah. And then we won't get started on tight ass Tiger. He was being polite. Was you being polite? Although Tiger did pay like £25 for parking. And Trent did pay for the Uber. Yeah, I'm not saying he didn't pay his share for the weekend. Because I've known those people in the past that you spent all your money on your car. Well, that's your fault. Polite. No. How disappointed was Trent's mum when he got back earlier yesterday. Yeah. I'm coming home early. Why? Why can't you stay out longer? When am I getting a Focus? I was on Auto Trader today looking. My car went so well coming back. You paid for Tight Nico to go to Scarborough, did you? I didn't know that one. Oh, you did. Oh yeah, because it was like 90. It was free. You didn't pay for him. It didn't cost him anything. You paid for Tiger's Wii. Oh, what, did he put it in a bottle for you? If you got it in a little jiffy bag or something? Sounds a bit weird, but, you know, whatever floats your boat. I thought it was just going through as your carer, therefore it didn't cost anything. You realise you actually paid 16 quid for him? Blimey. Fair play. I feel better now for paying for the fish and chips. Which I didn't mind doing. Right, we're 1.9 kilometres from Neuderau. No, I agree with you, Michael. Is it actually still raining? It looks like it. Oh, brakes. We may not be stopping at Neuderau. Put your hand out to sea. Send the dog out. See if it's raining.
Nächste Station, Niederau. Ausstieg in Fahrtrichtung links.
Okay, door on the left this time. Yeah, tomorrow night, more trains. Going to be doing the Morristown route in Train Sim World 6. Haven't done that one yet. Wednesday night is going to be Water Park Simulator. So videoing out on that on YouTube on Sunday. I think that could be a bit of fun. Whether I'll get the Twitch integration set up for Wednesday, we'll have to see. Thursday night, more farming. Did a session today on the farm, but back on the farm again on Thursday. Friday night, we got a bit of fun with some bingo. And then Saturday night, more farming. Maybe do a longer session on Saturday night. We'll see. And then Sunday lunchtime, do something. May go bobbing about in boats for a couple of hours on Sunday lunchtime because there's been an update to ships at sea. We can now carry passengers. You haven't got it. Was you invited? No, well, I'll confirm on Saturday. If not, I might do that like next Thursday or something. We'll see. Fine. That's only because it got an update. I spotted today. Ebola is next in 1.8 kilometres, so they're getting a bit closer together now. Me with passengers on a boat. Again, what are you implying? I'm a perfect bus driver in OMSI.
Sehr geehrte Reisende, herzlich willkommen im Zug EE50 nach Dresden Hauptbahnhof. Wir wünschen Ihnen eine angenehme Reise. Nächste Station Weinböhler. Ausstieg in Fahrtrichtung rechts.
I'm a perfect coach driver in Fernbus, so I got interrupted by the announcement. What are you implying? I land the plane perfectly in the plane one. He stopped and let that lie sink in. No, I got interrupted by a German. I'm ribbish. Well, thanks, Trent. I'm ribbish at everything. You put an extra V in there. I'm just not getting on a boat captained by me. Wow. Fine. And I was going to give him the special people role. to implications. Facts only. Yes, I want factual, hard evidence. Not that sort. These claims where you think I'm not very good at things. He's rubbish at reversing cars. Look, that wasn't my fault. I had no banksman. He was inside looking at train times. Doors are unlocking. Captain Stevie. Captain Stevie. Dun 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 dun. I can always guarantee I'm not going to be in this good a mood tomorrow night. If there's some sort of expletive in the Discord at like 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, if I remember, I'll put in the Discord how many emails I've gone back into tomorrow. I reckon it's me about 500. That's my estimation. If it's less than that, it'll almost be impressive. Right, Coswig is next. It won't be that many.
Sehr geehrte Reisende, herzlich willkommen im Zug ER E.
You managed work today after the weekend.
Dresden, Hauptbahnhof. Wir wünschen Ihnen eine angenehme Reise. Nächste Station, Postweg bei Dresden. Ausstieg in Fahrtrichtung rechts.
If I had booked it off, the only reason I booked it off is because I thought I'd be getting home late on the Sunday. So I thought, well, for the sake of an extra day's holiday, I'll book it off. And originally, I think our ex-comrade was going to come back here with me on this Sunday and then go home on the Monday. So that would have worked out fine. I'd probably get a couple of 100 emails a day. A lot of them I'm copied into stuff. So you just glance it and then delete it. Or drag it into an inbox, as I do. I don't delete emails. But if people know I'm off, then they won't be emailing me directly. It'll just be all the stuff that I've been copied into. Or I should imagine today, I would have probably had a lot of emails, people expecting me to do stuff tomorrow, not realising the fact that the first thing I'll be doing tomorrow is going all the way back till last Saturday and then working through the emails that came in first. So it'll probably take me to lunchtime to catch up on the emails. Glad you didn't do an office job. Is it the first proper office job I've had? Yeah, when I was in a sort of trade environment, yeah, you got some emails, but not many. 10 a day, maybe. That was just head office emailing you things. Yeah, we got one guy at work who any email they're CC'd into, they don't read. They've actually got a rule set up that goes straight into another inbox, which they don't monitor. So, which I think personally isn't the way of doing it, because his attitude is, well, if they want me to read something in it, then they'll send it to me, not copy me in. So if I'm copied into an email, it's nothing that I've got to do directly. But if I did that, I'd miss so much stuff. To be honest, Michael, you having one of those in your bathroom wouldn't surprise me.
Nächste Station, Postweg bei Dresden. Ausstieg in Fahrtrichtung rechts.
So yeah, an hour and 20 minutes so far this run has been. I like the fact we've got these longer routes. Before, it was always around the hour. Some are shorter than that. Ooh, that's going to be slidey. Okay. No, it's fine. People in the first train can get off. Those back doors will open. Okay, all of them are open, but they can just walk through. It's fine. A passenger doors become stuck. Identify and manually operate the door to unstick it. Oh, God. Okay, so here we go. So we've got a random fault on the train. Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Now we've got to go outside. I can't get off the train. Hello? I can't. That's an issue. I can't. Right, okay. No, we'll try this door down here then. No. I can't get off the train. Right, can I get out of this door? Hang on. Okay, right, no. It will be the very last door. That was a passenger sneeze. Yes, you got the random noises now from passengers. Right, okay, so I've got to go in this cab. Shut that door. Oh, hang on, close that door. Yep, that noise is out of sync. Right. Okay. Right, locked door. I think I can turn the whippers off now. Locked doors. Right. Radabule, that place is next. 7.5 of the kilowatts it's.
Im Zug eher E50 nach Dresden, Hauptbahnhof. Wir wünschen Ihnen eine angenehme Reise. Nächste Station, Radebeul Ost. Ausstieg in Fahrtrichtung links.
Radebeul Ost. Doors on the left. Yeah, those announcements make such a difference. So we'll see if we can find if there's something we can do in the little diesel one. It's actually surprisingly useful, isn't it? If you know in advance which side the doors are opening. I think in, is it the Brussels trams? A little indicator light comes up and tells you in advance what side the door's going to be. So at least then you can stand by the right door. If there's a lot of people getting on and off, you'll have the door ready. Or if you're on a busy train and you're blocking the door, because that's the only place you've got to stand, at least you know in advance you've got to get out of the way because people want to get off. We were quite lucky this weekend. We managed to get a seat. But yeah, we went on the new, the thing, whoever it was, version of the IET. So I don't know how many versions of the IET I've been on now. The 80... How many are there? 4 different versions? The 801, 802, 803 and 804? We went on another one of them. Pretty much the same thing inside. There you go, Michael. Maybe you should put in a suggestion. Why can't the guards announce? No, not the 185. The one with the blue interior, blue seats, where we got a table. Was that the one going to Cleethorpes, wasn't it? No. Where'd it go? Or was it the one Scarborough? Yeah, it was very nice. Yeah, there you go, Michael. Suggests that the train managers announce in advance what side the door's going to open. Useful information for passengers. Obviously, if there's a platform change, then a good train manager would know which side, depending on what platform you're going into, what side the doors will be. Right, so we got a 50, then a 160, then a 50, then a 160.
Nächste Station, Radebeul Ost, Ausstieg in Fahrtrichtung links.
Right, doors on the left if we actually manage to stop. There's a lot of wheel slip going on currently. Oh no, we're fine. Door is opening. Hey, we're only 3 minutes late on an hour and 35-minute run. Simhaven's been harvesting poppies on the farm. I mean, poppies, that's something drug related. Is that poppies? Am I thinking of something else? Dresden Neustadt. I wonder if Germany has delay repay. And in China, where if the train's like a minute late or something, the staff will give you a slip.
Sehr geehrte
Hang on.
Reisende, herzlich willkommen im Zug ERE 50 nach Dresden Hauptbahnhof. Wir wünschen Ihnen eine angenehme Reise. Nächste Station Dresden Neustadt. Ausstieg in Fahrtrichtung rechts.
Yeah, anyway, as I was saying, isn't in China, isn't it, if the train's like a minute late, they'll give you a slip to hand to your employer to explain why you were late. We should be getting an earlier train, surely. Popes are the Rembrandts Day thing. Are they? I thought it was one of the drugs was something to do with poppies. You knew what I think mean. Rarely, Trent. Rarely. Stick a Pope on your jacket. Yeah. A Pope is for life, not just for Remembrance Sunday. That's coming up. We're in October in a couple of days' time. Poppy seeds can contain trace amounts of opiates like morphine and codeine. Oh, there you go. Yeah, don't eat poppy seeds. See, I know it's something drug related. The train guard does bow when he enters each carriage. The Wild War. The second small disagreement, as Auto Shenanigans explains it. It's the Germans. Hooray, another train. They do exist on this line. I don't know why I'm accelerating too much, because we're going to be doing a slowlying. So yeah, we still haven't got to the other end yet. We're still a couple of stops from the end, and we've been going, what, an hour and a half? That's awesome. I like that. It's not exactly been slow speed either. Right, so braking for the 80. Thing is, I thought I turned off the train faults. Yet, we still got the doors thing. Yeah, again, I think there might be a day one update, because yeah, so many ambassadors have been making notes and reporting issues and bugs. I was braking to go round the corner then. No, it's not ETS 2.
Nächste Station, Dresden Neustadt. Ausstieg in Fahrtrichtung rechts.
Tomorrow is full release. So I imagine there'll be a day one update. Right, Dresden Neustadt. Yeah, 6 PM for Steam release. I think a lot of people seem to have got the deluxe, which is worth it. You know, I definitely say these first two routes, the UK one and this German, well, the extension to the German one, are worth it, because you're worth it. I don't know about the shunter you get with this, but I think they pretty much ran out of other trains to be able to give that go on this line. All the way through the shed where most people would probably be stood, where, you know, it's not raining, all the way down here and stop here. It's like chucking down the rain. The poor German's like, no, it's fine. We'll walk out in the rain. Not a problem. Or come all the way down there to where the train stopped. It's fine. I did get the gin off Tiger. I was going to have one of those last night. I thought, I know, I'm not at work tomorrow. I'll have one of those. I haven't got any tonic. I will get some tonic at the weekend on Saturday, and have a sample on Saturday night. Right, Dresden Mitte. Yeah, Michael bought me some James May gin. Little sample thing of the three of them. Lemonade. Oh,
Sehr geehrte Reisende, herzlich willkommen im Zug EE50 nach Dresden Hauptbahnhof. Wir wünschen Ihnen eine angenehme Reise. Nächste Station, Dresden Mitte. Ausstieg in Fahrtrichtung links.
Lemonade works just as well as sparkling water. In what world, Richard, do you think I've got lemonade in the house? Why did Emily get a free G&T? I actually put that. I had an email today from Premier Inn rating my experience. I gave the reception staff a real high praise. I said one of the reception staff thought that they had offended someone in our group but hadn't. So to apologise, gave her a free G&T. Reception staff were fantastic. We were having a lot of banter with the receptionist when we got back on Saturday. And expecting Tiger to have been there because it took us a while to get back.
Nächste Station, Dresden. Ausstieg in Fahrtrichtung links.
Hello, been 25 of the months, or mods now. How goes TSW number 6?
Daniel, thank you very much indeed. It is 25 of the months and it is good. Yeah, I wouldn't stay there again. I've got no plans to go up there again. Hotel, brilliant. Beefeater next door for breakfast, really good. Yeah, happy with the breakfast. I wouldn't have an evening meal there. And if you want to go there and get the train, I wouldn't recommend staying there. As a base to go somewhere else up north, yes. But yes, I won't be venturing. Won't be venturing north again for a while. Well, apart from going to see Ed. But yeah, it's, you can't have high standards for a Premier Inn breakfast. It was fine. It was a Premier Inn breakfast. If you compare it to like a Wetherspoons. Yes, I will be making arrangements to go and see Edward in Manchester in a month's time. Oh, yeah. And it was different on the 2 days as well. The one day, the guy seemed to care a bit about the breakfast he was putting out. On the Sunday morning, the guy didn't give a damn. Right. Dresden Hauptbahnhof, the final stop then. Oh, I've used my throttles. Wrong. Force a bloody habit. Definitely enjoyable as a long run.
Sehr geehrte Reisende, herzlich willkommen im Zug E50 nach Dresden Hauptbahnhof. Wir wünschen Ihnen eine angenehme Reise. Nächste Station, Dresden Hauptbahnhof. Ausstieg in Fahrtrichtung rechts.
Doors on the right. Yeah, well, Amy Lou wanted a steak. So we went back there for food. I'd have been happy going to a Burger King or something like that in York, although it would have been busier. Or going into Doncaster when we got back and grabbing food, but that's fine. The atmosphere, one poor person on in the bar who was really friendly, doing as good a job as she could. It was very quiet. I was surprised on a Friday night and Saturday night how quiet it was and how they can make any money. Because we left at, 20 past 10 or it was? And I think there's like 2 people left in there on a Saturday night. Which is why they've only got 1 bar staff on, I suppose. That's all they need. Oh, yeah, that's what I said earlier on about tight-ass Tiger. Just having water.
Nächste Station, Dresden Hauptbahnhof. Ausstieg in Fahrtrichtung rechts.
Yeah, I tallied up how much I spent. Well, without fuel and obviously the hotel and stuff like that, and on par with the average weekend away. Right, Dresden Hauptbahnhof. You still got half a tank of fuel left. Yeah, I've got over half a tank left. 380 miles I did. You've never done a weekend away before. You won't be doing another one with us. You had £200 for the weekend and came home with 110. I spent 160 quid. Oh, yeah, you were only there on the Saturday though, weren't you? You weren't there on Friday night.
Hauptbahnhof, Abfahrt 9 Uhr, 32.
Right, so we've made it to Dresden. Oh, I'm interested to see how far that actually was now with the two well, with the standard route and then the extra bit. And what we'll do is we'll go back to Leipzig and then see if we can do a shorter bit in something else. So how far was it? It was 119 kilometers. So what's that? 100 kilometers is 60 miles. About 70 miles. We'll round it up to be 65 miles, something like that. That's not bad. So not really sort of rapid. But yeah, right. Okay, so back to the main menu. Yeah, I didn't factor in fuel in that. I put, what, 80 quid's worth of fuel in. Obviously the hotel and the train fares we booked beforehand, but that's why we did it so far in advance, so that people could budget for it. Right. Which one's the diesel? There it is. Okay, so where do you run? Leipzig. Ah, this is the other branch bit then. Leipzig to Grimma. Leipzig to Doben. Okay, so let's take this then, because this is the other little bit of the line. If can I get the thing up? There we go. Yeah, so it's the bottom right bit is the new bit in the Train Sim World 6 route. So it extends on. So let's do one of those little bits then. So let's do this then. Leipzig to Doben. In diesel this time. Okay. Remember, close the doors. Yeah, I'll try. West Frankenbahn. Wasn't he in the Rocky Horror Picture Show? Cab lights, instrument lights. We'll have those on, shall we? Yeah. Indicator test, magnetic brakes, sand dome. Looking for the outside lights because they're on air vents. You're over here. Oh, signal lights. There we go. Off. Headlights. That's better. Not got gold privs yet. What? Oh, privileges. Right, where are we stopping? We are stopping at Leipzig Sellerhausen, Leipzig Paunsdorf, Leipzig Engelsdorf, and Borsdorf. So a little bit of a diesel run this time, so doing one of the other bits of the route. And okie dokie on the farm, Rich. Lights are flashing. Right, are we single-handed or have we got a brake? We've got a brake. And let's yank my handle. So oh god, that's rapid. We're not going to get announcements on this because it's a train from another route. But we get to see the bit of the route. Okay, we're going over here then. Have I got windows? I have. Blimey, we definitely crossed some tracks there. Turn on PZB. No. No, no. No. So this is again why I said, or why I say, it's always worth having the layering turned on, and if you're going to be doing routes in a country, install the other routes for that country, because you'll get extra services like this that you can drive because of the layering. So I just keep every single route installed. I like the gear changes. The only thing I would say with this, it doesn't seem to be very busy. You never pass many other trains. Whether it's just that route or whether it isn't a full timetable. I like the length of the route now. You know, an hour and a half, hour and 35 minutes. That's good. This is one that I would do again. Unlike the Frankfurt-Fulda that we had last year, or the Antelope Valley we had last year. So far, it's 2 for 2. What's the Morristown line going to be like tomorrow? That's going to be the question. Okay, brakes are good. Well, yeah, definitely over brake there. Feels weird not having an announcement now. And stop. That's slanty. Mind the gap between the train and the platform. Blimey. You have to work out which doors to open for yourself. I know. Well, look where the platform is. You just don't get to know it in advance. Right, Leipzig, Paunsdorf. Yeah, I quite like the fact that we got this little branch line bit as well now, which wasn't there on the original route. Something I like about the West Midlands trains, they've got that one that changes gear. Sounds like a bus. Yeah, well, it's not like... Oh god, yeah, that braked quick. If we were coming off the main line to go into a track to stop at the station, I can understand this being a 200k limit. Just had an email from Tiger's work company saying your insoles are coming tomorrow. Good old Royal Mail. Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat, and his black and white cat. Yeah, I definitely braked a bit early for that one, didn't I? It's come from your work company, I'd be concerned, yeah. Slightly used, dug out of a bin bag. Insoles. Have you got that second monitor yet? Braking. Look, the internet works like now. It's quite, I know it's an odd concept, but you can use the internet while you're at home. You are allowed. Do it now. Then we'll get him to get a Stream Deck. Then we'll get him to get Track IR. We'll spend all his money. You've only got one screen. You've got a phone, haven't you? Amazon have an app. There you go. Exactly. You have a phone. Well, you would have two screens if, you know, you bought another screen. You're doing the Premier Inn survey. Oh, he's nice. Sort him out, Trent. Hang on, don't make me small. Why you? Why not? You're closer. Well, get on with it. You had all yesterday afternoon. Jesus Christ. No wonder we're not inviting him next time. Right, next stop, Leipzig, Engelsdorf. It definitely sounds like someone that should have been in Star Wars. You might come abroad with us. You sod off. It's only because you want to drive. Who's Dorf? Well, Trent's quite short. Oh, dwarf, not dwarf. Can all get in Tiger's cat? He's got a cat car. Poor Jess. A kit car. Cat car. He's got a little van and everything. All those parcels that go in the back of there. Or Alan car. Right, we're now arriving at wherever this place is. Jimmy Carr, yeah. He's looking old, isn't he? I watched episodes of The Hack yesterday. I got really confused because the first episode was all about the phone hacking scandal, and had what's his face in it, David Tennant playing a main role. Brilliant. Second episode started with a different story, so I was thinking, hang on a minute, have I watched the right episode here? So I checked. Now I'm watching the second episode, looked on the IMDb to see what the story was, the second episode, and it was correct. Then the third episode goes back to the storyline in the first episode. I'm like, what? Why? What? Hey? I was really confused. So is the fourth episode now going to be the same storyline as the second episode? Why are they alternating it? That'll be a weekend thing now for me to watch. Right, Ballsdorf. Not Balls Deep, Ballsdorf. I was tired last night. Whenever I'm tired, right, I lay on the sofa. I normally sit on the sofa with feet on the footstool thing. So, and I sometimes I will lay on the sofa, which is a bad thing to do when you're tired, because inevitably I fall asleep. So it came to 10 to 10, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to bed. And I was straight through till 6:30 this morning. Tomorrow is going to be a struggle after 10 days of not working, to go back and having to concentrate all day. Thankfully only a 4-day week though. Oh, I just noticed there's a thought, what's that? Why is that moving? Now we get trains, look. We get car transporters. The alarm is switched on, yeah. A train sandwich. Oh, hang on, we've got a temporary speed limit coming up here as well now. And a red. Which is after the platform anyway. That's a long one. Right, slowly in. Right, well, and we come into Balsdorf. Yeah, I ignored that comment, Colin. Well, Trent was just being Trent. Right, you have arrived at Balsdorf. You identify as a tent, do you? Okay. Only in the mornings when you wake up. Doors are locking on the right-hand side. Oh, fine. Just kick me out of the seat then. Left vehicle unsafely, 0. Probably. Right, so that was Balsdorf. Trent is Trent in real life too. It is. I do say we're no different as a community offline than we are online. And that is 100% true. We are no different. So has this got... let's just see if we can do that. Can we? Is there a little one? Let's do this one then. Let's go back from Balsdorf, as that seems to be the thing. Yeah, we'll make a return trip back into Leipzig. You're a fat hippo, you are. I was getting conscious because I've gained some weight in the last 3 months. I saw Nico and was like, okay, no, I feel thin. Saw Michael and went, I'm flipping anorexic. Right, unlock doors. Well, you're like a stick. Thank you, camera collisions. You're a baby hippo. Oh, really little Diddy 2 car this time, look. Early in the morning, I suppose. Doesn't warrant all the cars. Right, Leipzig, Engelsdorf. It's getting smaller. Oh, hang on, we got an announcement. No, we haven't. Yeah, I need to do something, Michael. I've been quite good at sort of cutting down on, like, well, I don't have Burger Kings and things are red. Yes, I look fine. We try that again. Remember, red. Thank you. There is a resd. Right. Okay, there's a red there. Watch out for the red. There's a red. Try again. That was a practice run. Nobody noticed. Yeah, exactly. I do like those double-decker trains. They were weird. And I've said this before when we were in Belgium. Because of the fact that when you're downstairs, you're looking out at people's feet. But then when you're upstairs, I had to sort of sit with my head slightly curved like I was in that taxi. Oh, it was the doors closing on that. That's what the noise was. Right, there's a red. Watch out for the red. We will creep forward a bit. That train went the other way. It didn't go the same way as us. That sodded off that way. Now it's gone. That went that way. What's déjà vu in German? Or are we waiting for that? We could just wait at the platform. They could have moved the red light back a bit, couldn't they? We waited at the platform in case anybody wanted to get on late. Anytime today, you know, it'd be nice. The fact that we're due there in 2 minutes, I don't think it's going to happen because it's 4.3 kilometres away. Oh, there we go. Little what? Ah, hang on. Is this a fault? It did say that sometimes one of the issues, one of the random track faults, is that reds will take longer to clear. Yeah, I quite like that. That's fine. So that's going to make you late. So, you know, the person controlling the signals is off having a wee or something. See, that I don't mind. Hopefully the train faults thing will be fixed with a day one update. I think a lot of people have been saying that they're too frequent. That was interesting in the Mumsian, was it? Oh, Trent. Mumsian. Mum's Ian. Who's Ian? Why am I seeing him? The museum. Yeah, they had one of the track diagrams on with a live feed from the signal box in the Royal Museum. The one thing the guy did say, though, it was the wrong way round on the screen. What you saw coming in from the right-hand side of the screen came in from on the left in reality. So you needed to turn around the other way. But it was actually quite interesting. The guy was quite informative, an old retired guy. I think there's a lot of volunteers in the Royal Museum on Saturday. It was really good. So there was that game. I think Trent said I did a video on it, Rail Route, which is basically the same thing, having to route trains into certain platforms. Maybe I need to look at that again. Got 2.7 hours in it. It must be good. That's almost a stream, or a video and a stream. Volunteers in Steam are really good. Yeah, I've still never been to Steam. I did it because I did Swindon. Did I? I can't remember it. How long ago was that? Oh yeah, Michael couldn't make it to the Railway Museum. He had to sit and strip off. Alright, braking is happening. See, now we're getting a few trains. Yeah, I definitely braked a bit, well, way too early. Next meet up is a tour of the Royal Mail Depot where Tiger works. See? If you ever come to meet up, be warned. If he wasn't wearing a Royal Mail fleece, we wouldn't have taken the piss. Well, I wouldn't have taken the piss out of him. I think that was the first thing I said to him as well, so I mentioned his fleece. Right, doors are locking. Leipzig Poundsdorf. And carrying his little rucksack around with him in case it rained, because he's got his raincoat in there that Mummy put in there for him. Now then, make sure you got your raincoat. Make sure you packed your pyjamas. Don't forget to give Mummy a ring before you go to bed. Postman Pat. His name in the Discord is now Postman Pat. Is this thing apply? Okay, was that some sort of issue then I had? It seemed to put the brakes on of some. Okay, no, we're fine. All of the powers. Oh, and yes, he has got a ponytail. I nearly had to walk away when he put a headband on. You'll get it on electric stuff because you go for a neutral section. What you should do is put it into neutral before you go into neutral section, then reapply the power afterwards. Yes, Colin. There's a solution to that, you know, haircut. At least us baldies don't have that issue yet. You got to say he's a good driver though, better than the baby hippo. Ooh, that's all the brakes. Yeah, I like the fact you get these other little branch line bits of this route. This is rather good. Right, Leipzig, Sellerhausen. Making our way back to Leipzig. And then we will be done. I like the lighting. And it's certainly running better now I'm on DirectX 12. I only remembered at the end of that last stream as to why it was causing me so much lag, and remembered having to do that for Train Sim World 5. Have it run in DX12 instead of DX11. And now it's smooth as a baby's bum.
Oh, yeah.
Den 1S Gmung. Thanks so much for the follow. All brakes. That was quite loud. I'm just going to turn that down. Oh, that's lots of braking. Lots of braking. Some more of the brakes. Some braking's happening. That's fine. We stopped. We're on the platform. A couple of people have got to walk a bit. It's all right. Oh, the little step slides in. That's quite cool. Right. Leipzig is next. 2.9 kilometers. Yeah, so Riviera Line, good. Leipzig, Dresden, good. So, no, Tiger's about the size of Kermit. So far, 2 of the routes that you get with Train Sim World 6 are good. That's 50% more than was good with Train Sim World 5. And I can't remember what came with Train Sim World 4 or 3. I miss Piggy. I'm more like Fozzie. She did have some croissants. Because 2 out of 3 ain't bad. But I actually think the German one's going to be good tomorrow. Was the American Route 5 pretty bad? Yeah, that was Antelope Valley. It was awful. I did it once because I thought I had to. You know, I should do a full line run. But my God, was it bad. I've done a little bit. There's a couple of YouTube videos coming, I think, unless they've been out already, on the Morristown route, which I'm doing tomorrow. I'm interested to see the hear the announcements. I heard one of them at the end of one of my trips, so I think the announcements could be quite good on Morristown. So that's going to be tomorrow night's fun. And then next Tuesday I'll go back to the Riviera Line because I want to do a HST run from Plymouth, and then do the Funky Gibbon. No, maybe do a 166 run, or try the 150 in case the announcements are now working in the 150. Trent is Beaker. No, Trent's the chef, because you can't understand what he's on about if he types it. no problem, Trent. Wow, that's a big one, isn't it? What salesman sell you something? No. Buy a Eurostar ticket. There you go. Ooh.
Gleis 20 steht RB 110 0 nach Leipzig Hauptbahnhof.
What?
Abfahrt 6 Uhr.
Well, not you, you pillock. Oh yeah, Tigger. Saturday night, you're joining us on the farm. Just to let you know. Right. Done. There we go. Yeah, 2 for 2. Tomorrow night, that, which is an interesting thing to drive on the Morristown route. Yes, you are. So yeah, looking forward to that tomorrow. Can it be 3 for 3? Is this going to be the first train sim world where we're actually going to have 3 good routes with release? We will find out tomorrow. So there we go. 2 streams today. An enjoyable stream this afternoon in farming, and then that there in Train Sim World. More Train Sim World then tomorrow night with Morristown, and then next Tuesday back on the Riviera line. On Wednesday night, we've got Water Park Simulator, where hopefully it's easy to add Twitch integration. I might not do that on Wednesday. I might just do a bit in single player, because I think having too many people in initially on a stream, I think it'll be mayhem. But I think it's one of those where we could get a couple of streams out of it. So maybe the week after we'll add some Twitch integration or something. We will see. That's Wednesday. Thursday is farming. Friday night we're playing bingo. And then Saturday more farming. And then Sunday lunchtime something. We will see. When we go to see Thomas. I need to do something else in Thomas. Yeah, I want to do something over Christmas. I don't know what. If the coach thing's out in ETS2 for Christmas, then I'll do something in coaches. If not, I think I'd maybe do something in this. Maybe not with Thomas, but maybe how far, north or south to north. Do as many routes as I can, doing one each day over the Christmas period, and see how far we can get north. Like a roaming driver type thing, but in Train Sim World. So we'll do something. Anyway, there we go. So thanks very much to you lot in chat for keeping me company for the last pretty much 2.5 hours. And for those that were there at lunchtime today. Normal service tomorrow. And then, yeah, more stuff to come the rest of the week. So there we go. Thanks very much to you lot then. Thanks to Daz for resubscribing earlier for 40 months. To Daniel for resubscribing for 27 months. And to Dennis for following earlier as well. I will be back tomorrow night to do some trains in that there America. Until then, if you have been, thanks very much for watching. Step 3. Divide the mixture between the tins. Smooth the surface with a spatula or the back of a spoon.